Responder heroes at Gala last night. Hurricane Irma has devastated Florida, and people across the country have been touched by the heroism and dedication of first responders. President Trump and First Lady Melania visited recently and handed out food and water to survivors, showing their support as Florida begins to rebuild. Advertisement. Now FLOTUS has warmed hearts again, speaking Thursday at a gala event for the White House Historical Association. As Washington Examiner is reporting, Melania made it clear just how much she appreciates those who put their lives on the line when she called Hurricane Irma's first responders guardian angels. Spending time with the first responders in Texas and Louisiana days ago warmed our hearts to see so many in such a desperate situation responding with kindness, charity, and resolve, FLOTUS said. We saw first responders, some of whom went from Harvey's aftermath directly to the path of Irma, helping those in need and serving as guardian angels to those left with only prayers and hope, the First Lady said. We saw so many who lost so much in these past weeks, a family member, a friend, their first home, or treasured keepsakes. Advertisement. Through it all, however, the strength of the American spirit shone through. Melania said she was deeply inspired by the true spirit of this nation, an unwavering commitment to overcome, to rebuild, and to renew what was swept away. Melania made the comments at a gala for the White House Historical Association, which was founded by Jackie Kennedy. Prior to her remarks, POTUS commented that Melania is the star of the Trump family. She's quickly becoming the star of the nation as well. Don't you agree? Watch the touching remarks. What Trump just did shows why America will always love him no matter what libs try to pull. Because he is having fun. Simple. Game over. Trump is funny and has fun and brings joy to people. He did it for years with liberals when they loved his brash style and hit TV show. And they will come around again. Take it to the bank. As will conservatives up in arms over a potential deal with the Democrats. Advertisement. Look, Trump brings people together. He has fun doing it, and that is contagious. That is why he has been so successful. Because he wins the right way, by making sure everybody gets a little part of the victory. According to Fox News, 11-year-old entrepreneur Frank Giacchio had his dream come true this morning and got to mow the White House lawn. Advertisement. White House Press Secretary Sarah Sanders tweeted a photo of Giacchio taking care of business Friday morning. Frank is hard at work in the Rose Garden and doing a great job. She wrote. The letter he wrote, that got him the invite from Trump, melted hearts and minds across America. It read. It would be my honor to mow the White House lawn some weekend for you. Even though I'm only 10, I would like to show the nation what young people like me are ready for. I admire your business background and have started my business. I have been mowing my neighbors' lawns for some time. Please see the attached flyer. Here's a list of what I have, and you are free to pick whatever you want: power mower, push mower, and weed whacker. I can bring extra fuel for the power mower and charged batteries for the weed whacker. I will do this at no charge. Melania Trump puts Michelle Obama to shame with what she just did for America's children. Melania Trump puts Michelle Obama to shame with her support of American kids. Melania visited a student just outside of D.C. at Joint Base Andrews. Melania Trump puts Michelle Obama to shame with her class in the way she interacted with these children. She was in attendance with the president for a speech at the base, but she made her own stop at the youth center that works with 200 children. "Hi, sweethearts," Trump said as she entered a brightly colored room called the Play Zone, decorated with a whiteboard reading "Welcome Mrs. Trump" with a giant heart in red marker. She visited with first and second graders, a smattering of Legos and K'NEX pieces and Crayola markers set up on small tables. "Oh my God, they're amazing. Wow. I love Legos," she said, asking each child what they were building and coloring. Advertisement. The First Lady also visited the gym and had a discussion with middle school students who were building circuits, flying in a flight simulator, and building paper airplanes. She even joined in the paper airplane constructing. She said her was like a boomerang, according to CNN. The STEM Center of Innovation aims to foster an interest in science, technology, engineering and math education by providing access to 3D printers, robotics workshops and video production and conferencing equipment. The center, used by students in kindergarten through 6th grade before and after school, is a partnership between Boys and Girls Club of America and Raytheon. She hasn't announced her official plan, but she will be going in a better direction than Michelle Obama because she is encouraging learning of useful skills and not giving him shitty lunches. These students are just some of the few who are being taught the right way. Public schools have turned into jokes. What do you think of this? GOP overrules Dems. Fires shot heard loud and clear by every gang member in country. The House of Representatives voted to make a change to the U.S. immigration laws. If passed by the Senate, being a gang member will get you deported. The Democrats oppose it for some odd reason according to young conservatives. Every gang member in the nation should be worried. The Criminal Alien Gang Member Removal Act, H.R. 3697, passed in a 233-175 vote and was backed largely by GOP lawmakers, and opposed by most Democrats. Representative Barbara Comstock introduced the legislation. The bill makes the police deport any illegal immigrants that they can prove are gangbangers. Advertisement. It will provide additional tools to law enforcement that will ensure that when Immigration and Customs Enforcement positively identifies a known alien gang member, they may act immediately, Comstock said on the House floor. We don't have to wait until these brutal killers wield their machetes or leave another body on a children's playground. Why is it so natural for the Democrats to oppose any measures to stop criminals? This should be something that everyone agrees on. The Democrats are fond of criminals though, since criminals, illegal immigrants, and corrupt Hollywood losers are their voting base. They need criminals and illegals in the U.S. in order to keep their power. Representative Zoe Lofgren is not happy with the common sense bill. Her reasoning is so perfectly idiotic. In one fell swoop, this could turn nuns into gang members, Lofgren said. Advertisement. Come on. Who can be so stupid as to imagine this would happen? MS-13 is one of the most talked about gangs in the U.S. The gang hails from El Salvador and a lot of the Salvadorians coming across the border are members of MS-13. At least 17 murders on Long Island alone have been attributed to MS-13. Following the April murders, Attorney General Jeff Sessions traveled to Long Island and vowed to crack down on MS-13. President Trump visited in June and said the government would dismantle, decimate, and eradicate MS-13 and other gangs. Law enforcement has done a fantastic job going after these gangs and locking members up. The bill is headed to the Senate. Hopefully, it will make it to Trump's desk. What do you think of this? Do you think that every gang member should be worried? What Rex Tillerson just did will go down in history as fatal blow for government bureaucracy. Newsmax reported a story about Secretary of State Rex Tillerson offered a reform plan. Rex Tillerson released the reform plan's first step where he is trying to merge the State Department and the U.S. Agency for International Development. This would be a good move to save money. Tillerson described this move as the most important thing he will do in his department. Advertisement. There was an email to the employees of both agencies in which Tillerson said he hopes to save up to $10 billion over 5 years with the redesign aiming to align resources from the State Department and USAID, CNN reported. The Secretary of State believes that the rebuilding or consolidation is employee-led. Tillerson is doing what a good leader does and he is asking for input from the employees in an agency-wide survey. He also wants a listening tour of the State Department and USAID to help determine the realignment. Tillerson has had a whopping 35,000 employees responded already. That's a huge number of employees. Maybe putting the two organizations together would save money, but the number of government employees should be slashed as well. That would save more and more money. Advertisement. The plan unveiled Thursday seeks to shave nearly 2,000 jobs through reforms over the next 2.5 years. How will the liberal media spin this? They will say that Trump and Tillerson are doing their best to take away the livelihoods of these employees who are overpaid and do virtually nothing to benefit the American people. This is a great idea and I am fully behind this. Slashing government budgets and spending is what America is all about. The government is bloated and useless. It's like throwing money in a pile and setting it on fire. What do you think of Tillerson's plans for the State Department and USAID? Breaking famous anti-Trump Hollywood starlet sued for stealing $430,000 from employees. Faith Family America has a story today about yet another anti-Trump celebrity who's in big trouble. Recently, celebrity chef Anthony Bourdain guaranteed himself a visit from Secret Service after saying he wants to poison President Trump. Now this latest story is about actress Jessica Biel, and it also involves cooking and food, believe it or not. Advertisement. Usually fans think of Biel for being married to Justin Timberlake and lighting up the silver screen with her attractive good looks. Now she's making headlines for an entirely different reason, however, as she is being sued for theft. Biel co-owns a restaurant in LA called O Fudge, and employees at this restaurant say Biel and her business partners withheld more than $430,000 in tips from them. That's a hell of a lot of tips. Doesn't Biel make enough from her movies? Hint, Biel has an estimated net worth of $18 million, and when you add her worth to Timberlake's it shoots up to $248 million, so Biel isn't exactly hurting for cash. Advertisement. Biel's restaurant frequently has private events and dinners where customers get charged a 22% gratuity. This isn't a place for regular Americans to eat, in other words, it's a super expensive hangout. But 9 employees and former employees say Biel and her co-owners kept the tips instead of giving them out as agreed. In the lawsuit, the employees say huge events didn't result in them getting the tips they were owed, not even close. For example, the lawsuit mentions a high-end Netflix meal event last summer at O Fudge. Netflix folks racked up a bill of $80,220.19 and put in a tip of $13,271.50. So what did the waiters and staff allegedly get from that tip? Big fat zero. The restaurant is owned by Biel along with Esty Stanley, Joey Gonzalez, Kimberly Muller, and Jonathan Rollo. Employees say they intentionally added up the numbers wrong to steal the tip from staff. Employees also say the restaurant's owners treated them like crap on a regular basis. Does that surprise anyone? We're talking about Hollywood bigwigs here. Each of the employees had their gratuities wrongfully converted and were improperly denied meal and rest breaks, overtime compensation, and earned wages under various illegal payroll practices, the lawsuit alleges. It goes on to say that the restaurant's owners charged hundreds of thousands of dollars in gratuities to private party customers and converted said gratuities to themselves in order to pad their own pockets and deprive plaintiffs their just compensation in violation of law. That is just low, dude. The lawsuit is asking for the $430,100 owed in tips and an additional $31,549 for breaks that weren't given to staff. It also wants $1 million in punitive damages. The 9 employees are suing the owners for $430,100 in gratuities, $31,549 for missed breaks, and $1 million for punitive damages. Biel and the other restaurant owners' lawyers said they had no comment and looked forward to defending themselves in court. What do you think about this? Let us know your thoughts on Facebook. For other breaking news, read our latest article about the Godfather actor who just passed away. Please be praying for his family and friends. Liberal response to President Trump letting 11-year-old kid mow WH lawn spells doom for Dems. Another day, another fake controversy for liberals to freak out about. This time it's even more ridiculous than usual. As Independent Journal Review is reporting, Trump accepted an offer by hardworking 11-year-old Frank to cut the White House lawn. In a touching letter, Frank, who usually charges $8, even offered to do the job free. Advertisement. Frank's heartwarming letter to the president. It would be my honor to mow the White House lawn some weekend for you. Even though I'm only 10, I would like to show the nation what young people like me are ready for. I admire your business background and have started my business. I have been mowing my neighbors' lawns for some time. Please see the attached flyer. Here's a list of what I have and you are free to pick whatever you want: power mower, push mower, and weed whacker. I can bring extra fuel for the power mower and charged batteries for the weed whacker. I will do this at no charge. Now Frank has had a chance to meet his hero as he mowed the White House lawn Friday. The photos went viral, showing the boy's hardworking, can-do attitude and the loving and encouraging personality of President Trump, which all his family and supporters are well aware of. While the media insults President Trump and calls him a white supremacist and other false smears, the rest of America looks on and sees a loving family man who supports entrepreneurs of all ages. Advertisement. As you can predict, however, the lunatic left couldn't hold in their outrage. Liberal journalists and commentators went bonkers over the lawn mowing, claiming that the president is using child labor illegally and other bizarre accusations. Maybe the left should be more concerned about all the perverts and freaks in the Democratic Party or the massive corruption that's being exposed on the left. Maybe they should take a clue that most Americans see Frank cutting the White House lawn and feel proud of our president for encouraging him, not cynical and mentally deranged talking about child labor. Are you joking me? What do you think about the liberals' phony outrage? Do you think the Democrats will ever win another election?